Hey, welcome everybody. Sportsbook Review. I'm Mike Brenner. Sitting next to me is Drew Martin. That's right, my partner in crime from the ATL, from the smash and grab videos that we do. Drew, he took it upon himself and said, you know what, I'm coming to Costa Rica, and I'll be damned if he didn't show up. So what are your first thoughts of Costa Rica and SBR here?
Hey, I'm loving it, Brenner. I mean, SBR is a great company. Everybody's really nice here. They're, about 60 or 70 people.
Big company.
For some reason, they like gringos.
Yeah,
So,
of course. That's right, buddy. And last night, Drew hit a big party for the Monday Night Football game. By the way, we cashed on that one, hit on the first half and the full game. But let's get into it. We're here to talk about college football bowl games. All right, right now we got the Idaho Potato Bowl. Oh, wait a minute. It's now called the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. My father's upstairs going, who in the hell came up with all these names? All right, this is going to kick off December 22nd, Drew. Idaho versus Colorado State. Now, because it's the Idaho Potato Bowl, does that give a home field advantage?
I think it's about 5.5, 6 hours away from Moscow down to what's the Boise?
Moscow? Hell,
yeah.
you talk about Russia. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Moscow, Idaho to Boise, Idaho. It's played where Boise State is.
Okay.
It's their home stadium, Albertsons Stadium, I believe. So, yeah, it should be a home field advantage, but I'm sure there'll be a couple Colorado State fans there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be making the trip as well. Again, Idaho 8-4 ATS and straight up this year, while Colorado State 7-5 straight up, but 10-2 ATS. I mean, that is a ticket cashing machine. Now, with that being said, is the side going to be the advantage, or is this something you're looking at on a total?
Well, Brenner, I was looking at Colorado State from a side perspective, but you're having to lay double digits. I believe it's 13.5 pretty much across the board.
Ooh.
I like it more from a total standpoint, which is about 64.5 across the board. Colorado State, their offensive line only allowed 1 sack the last 5 games.
Wow.
And they've really had a resurgence offensively since about the middle of October. Nick Stevens took over the quarterback position, came back from being the starter in the beginning, sat out, which from a quarterback, sometimes if you watch from the sidelines, you regain your composure, came back mid October. And since then, they've been on the ATS tear.
Sure.
They've been tearing it up offensively, and they're going to be going against probably the worst defense in all of the bowl card against Idaho.
Yeah, I know Idaho's secondary definitely struggles. So, I mean, earlier in the year, I cashed going against them because that secondary was giving up just tons of yards. Does that seem to be the course for this one?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Colorado State's going to get theirs. And, Nick Stevens is going to throw all over them. On the other side, Matt Linehan, the Idaho quarterback, he's probably, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the Sun Belt. So I think he's going to put up some points. And Paul Petrino, who, yes, is Bobby Petrino's brother at the helm, I think they're going to push the pace, want to run up the score as well. So
it's like Linehan. I think that is Scott Linehan's son. All right,
it is.
Yes, and Scott Linehan used to be a head coach for the Los Angeles Rams, offensive coordinator. So hey, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. All right, so where's the advantage in this game? Would it be in the over then?
Yeah, 64.5 over. We got it again pretty much across the board. I took it at 5 dimes.
Okay, 5 dimes. All right, viewers, you heard it for the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Take the over. It's set at 64.5. You may want to get that in sooner than later because kickoff is December 22nd, and this line is liable to move. All right, Drew, you feeling the edge in this one for the over, huh?
Absolutely, up and over the total, Brenner.
Okay, buddy. Let's see if we can have you stick around Costa Rica and see some of the other sites around here and see. Well, I'll just leave it at that. We'll just end that story right there. All right, guys, take that over, cash that ticket, and bet responsible.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.